Welcome back to your mat. Deneen here. Today's session is themed, Here's Where the Story Ends. When I come to my mat, that first deep breath to me signifies a punctuation point at the end of the sentence that has been my morning, my week, my month, my lifetime up until then. And the practice allows me the time and the space to simply be. So I hope that in today's practice, you find a moment to do just that, to simply be. So let's start in an easy seat. If you need any sort of prop to boost the sits bones up, to alleviate any unnecessary pressure on the hips, then go ahead and do that and take a tall spine. And we'll just spend these next few moments together to allow the mind, the chatter, the stories of the head to drop into the body, the truth teller, the space of nonfiction. Right? So closing the eyes, allowing the hands to rest comfortably on the knees or maybe in the lap, maybe even one at the heart and one on the belly. As you slide the inhale down the back of the throat, beyond the collarbones, and just feel the mind drop towards the heart. And in this heart space, maybe you have an intention or a mantra. And your mantra can be today's theme. Here's where the story ends. And if it suits you to stay exactly here and breathe, please do. If it suits you to stop the video right now and move about your day, please do. But if that mind is still a little noisy, then maybe we'll add a little movement, right? So, beginning in stag pose, we're going to unwind the legs. And again, the sits bones might still be elevated. You can use a prop here under the hips or under the sits bones or under the knees. And you're gonna make a 90-degree angle from that right hip going out towards the front of my mat here, could be the edge of yours. And then the left hip is coming out also at 90 degrees, ankles directly aligned with the knees. You're gonna turn over that right leg. Again, you might wanna find a blanket or a block underneath the left hip or the right hip if either is elevated. Breathe in, lift through the chest. And as you exhale, gently fold forward over that right leg. And just begin to notice how the shape arrives in the body. Continuing to keep a steady, even breath. Now imagine the whole outer line of that right leg pressing towards the ground. And then the same with the left leg, inner line. So the outer line of the right leg, inner line of the left leg. Press the legs towards the ground. Feel that action, that effort. Keep the breath steady. Inhaling and exhaling. Take another full breath in here. Lift the heart, release the effort, And then as you exhale, lower the head, the shoulders, the chest towards the ground. And then just notice if you have a deeper range of motion after activating the legs. Again, just awareness that sometimes it's challenging to release without a little effort. So again, if it's not so easy to just drop into a meditation, sometimes we need this movement of the body, what we call a yoga asana, to come into more stillness in the mind and in the body. Inhale, lift the heart. Nice. You're gonna lift the legs up, and we're gonna take this position to the back side, to the left side. So now the right leg is 90 degrees from the right hip, and the left leg is forward 90 degrees. Again, ankles line up with knees. Turn the torso over the left leg. On the inhale, feel the spine tall, and exhale, fold. So you may notice that you have a difference on this side to the right. That's normal and fine. And then again, just find that effort. Now it's going to be the outside line of the left leg from the knife edge of that left foot, up the side of the shin, the left hip, the outside, and then the inside line of the right leg from the groin to the knee, from the knee to the inside of the right foot. Breathing in and breathing out, pressing down, and then inhale, begin to lift the torso, relax the effort of the legs, and then exhale, fold down. Excuse me. And again, just begin to notice, do you have a different range of motion? Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. On the inhale, begin to lift the chest. Come back to the sits bones. Kind of gently rock the knees from side to side. I'm just kind of rolling out the hips here. Nice. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift right up to a downward facing dog. So take your time. If you want to stop in tabletop and roll through a cat-cow or two, you can. Otherwise, feel the palms root down and feel the hips lift up. Lift the heels. Drop both heels to the right. Nice. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop both to the left. Inhale, lift both heels. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step feet to hands. Halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root through the feet. Rise up. Reach nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Empty. It's a sun salute here, halfway lift. Plant the hands, high plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Roll the shoulder blades back. Lift up, low cobra. Exhale, release. Slide yourself back to a downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice. And then inhale, float the right leg towards the sky. And tip that right hip open. Bend the knee, roll the ankle, spread the toes. Check in with the shoulders. See that the shoulders are square with the wrists. And the wrists are square with the top of the mat. Nice. Come to stillness. Nice. Breathe in. Lift that right knee a little higher. As you exhale, draw the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Take the right knee to the left elbow. Three-legged dog. Draw the knee to the nose. Hollow the belly. Right knee to the mat. Supported side plank. Inhale. Feel that left hip lift towards the sky. Take the left arm towards the ceiling. Pressing through the right hand, left arm overhead. Feel that side body stretch. Press through the knife edge of the left foot. Nice. Bring the left palm to the ground. Draw the right knee towards the nose. Three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Breathe in. Hands to the ground. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach nice and tall. Drop back, chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Hands plant and step right to a down dog or step back high plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Down dog. We'll meet here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale that left leg high. That hip tips. Bend the knee, roll the ankle, spread the toes. Again, notice shoulders, wrists, top of the mat all square. Come to stillness, feel that left knee lift a little higher. Left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Three-legged dog. Left to right. Three-legged dog. Draw the knee to the nose. Stay, breathe in. Knee to the mat, supported side plank. This time, the right side body reaches up as that right leg stretches back. Nice. Take the right arm overhead. Find a little more length through the right rib cage. Right palm down. Draw the knee back towards the nose. Hollow the belly. Three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale to rise up. Drop in to the strength of the legs and the lightness of the heart. Breathe in. Hands to the top of the mat. Step the right foot forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Drop back. Nice. Feel the right leg. Bear the weight. On the inhale, float the left leg. Stay here for a moment. Balance. Inhale, stand up, draw the left knee towards the chest. Open that left hip, tree pose. Let that left foot land somewhere inside the right leg, just not at the knee. Yeah, and then meet yourself where you are. That left hip opening, that right leg strong. Feel the inner line of that right leg engage. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take that left leg back towards the chest. Float through airplane pose. The heart drifts forward and the leg lifts back. Breathe in. Nice and easy, touch the left foot to the ground. High lunge. Inhale, arms overhead. Nice. Prayer twist to the right. Left elbow, right thigh. Breathe in. Gently lower the left knee to the mat. Option to open the arms here, broad across the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, unwind. Now take that left arm down the back leg. Take the right arm up and over the head. And then cartwheel the hands to the ground. Three-legged dog, that right leg will float. Tip the hip, bend the knee. Step the right foot forward. Rise up, warrior two. Front palm up. Nice. Again, find the strength in the legs as the hips face the long edge of the mat. Inhale, reverse. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Downward facing dog or roll through chaturanga. We'll meet in down dog. 3 breaths. Reset right here. Inhale. Exhale. Heels high. Exhale. Step feet to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Drop back, chair pose. This time, the left foot bears the weight. Hover the right. Come into that shifting perspective, that shifting balance. Yeah, but stay in the heel, stay in the breath. On the inhale, stand up, draw the right knee towards the chest. Tree pose as that right hip opens. Plant the right foot inside the left leg. Arms can be overhead. Stay in the breath. And the breath pulls you into the body. Let the breath be bigger than the pose. And then therefore the pose is bigger than the chatter. Nice. Inhale, draw the right knee back towards the chest. Airplane as you float the leg back. Nice and easy, right foot to the back of the mat, high lunge. Prayer twist to the left, right elbow, left thigh bone. Length on the inhale. Pull it right across that right hip flexor. And then gently the right knee drops down. Option to open the arms here. Draw the core to the back. Inhale, rise up. Unwind. Drop that back hand down the back leg. Inhale, come up through the center. Hands to the ground, 3-legged dog. That left leg will float. Hip the hip, bend the knee. Step the left foot forward, warrior 2. Inhale to rise and drop in to your legs here. Again, find that inner line of that right leg pressing up. Feel the left leg pulling back. Find your center. Hips open. Front palm up. Reverse. And then the hands cartwheel to the ground. Downward facing dog or chaturanga. Down dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, one more just like that. Maybe roll the hips a little. Inhale. Exhale. Heels lift. Exhale to the top. Halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach, nice and tall. Drop back, chair pose. Right foot roots, float the left. Allow shifting. Inhale, stand up. Draw the left knee up. This time, left ankle over right thigh bone. Drop back, figure 4 chair or one-legged chair. Hands could be at heart. Hands could be above the head. Stay here. Gather in this pose. This is a lot. Or begin to play with the shape as you fold over that standing leg. The right knee keeps a little bend in it. Nothing's locked. Right, but you feel an intense sensation around that left hip flexor, hip, outer hip, piriformis. Maybe even a little bit of the QL, glute. Nice. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax the shoulders, the neck. All right, if you're folded, we're gonna make our way back out. So come back up to this one-legged chair. Nice. Everyone stand up. Lift that left knee up. Float through airplane. Okay, and then we're gonna unpack this a little, or you can stay here in airplane, otherwise begin to unwind to half moon. So that left hand kind of graces the left hip, steady through both feet, left and right. That right hand begins to reach towards the ground. Maybe it stays high. Maybe it lands on the right shin. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful work. If you're open in half moon, begin to close back off to a standing split. Gently the left foot to the back of the mat. If you're in airplane, meet us here, high lunge. Whew, nice. Prayer twist to the right, left elbow, right thigh. Breathe in. Gently lower that left knee to the ground. Option to open the arms, spread your wings. And then unwind. Drop that left hand down the back leg, right arm up and over. Hands to the ground, three-legged dog. Right leg will lift. Tip the hip, bend the knee. Step the right foot forward, warrior two. Inhale to lift. Front palm up, reverse. This time lengthen that front leg, reverse triangle. And then hinge way forward. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bring the right hand to the ground to block maybe the shin, but only if you're lifting the shin up to meet the hand and not the other way around. Don't lock or hyperextend that right knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice, eyes to the front foot, frame it low lunge. Step the right leg back to meet the left, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Heels high. Exhale to the top, step or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Drop back, chair pose. Breathe in. Left foot bears the weight, draw the right knee up. Stay here a moment and float, let it be awkward. Strong in the legs, inhale, stand up, draw the right knee towards the chest. Cross right ankle over left thigh, sit back, one-legged chair pose. So you can play with this shape. There is a lot of good work to be done here. Again, coming right into the body full of potential. Stay here, work it, or begin to fold over that standing leg, keeping this figure four shape. Do not lock the left knee. Breathe in, breathe out. And then gently begin to bend that left knee, lifting the torso back up to this one-legged chair. Whew, beautiful. Draw the right knee up. Take the leg back. Flying through airplane. And then again, stay here, good work. Or begin to tip that right hip open, coming into a balancing half moon. Taking your time, feeling the right leg as strong as the left, the right arm reaching towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently begin to square the hips. Come into standing splits pose. If you're in airplane, meet us in high lunge. Arms overhead. Prayer twist to the left, right elbow, left thigh. Gently lower the right knee. Open the arms. Spread your wings. Breathe in. Begin to unwind. Drop the right hand down the back leg. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. three-legged dog. The left leg will float. Tip that hip, bend the knee. Step the left foot forward, warrior two. Inhale, and rise. Front palm up, reverse. Lengthen that left leg, hinge forward. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, allow the hand to be on a block or the floor. If your hand is on the shin, see that the shin is rising up to meet the hand and not the other way around. Breathe in and breathe out. Another full inhale. Eyes to that front foot, frame it, come into a low lunge. Nice. Now rather than flowing through a vinyasa or going right to a down dog, we're going to shift coming into a yin pose here, half pigeon. Heel toe the left foot behind the right wrist. Lower the shin down. And if you want to blanket behind that hip or that thigh bone, grab it. Lift the heart and fold forward. Lower to your degree. So we say, or we're taught, that the hips, in certain mats of the body, the hips hold the old stories. And so when the hips get stiff or cranky, maybe that indicates metaphysically that we're hanging on to something that's not necessary, an old fiction that maybe even at one time was a truth, but as time passes, stories shift and change. So it makes sense to let go, to release, and kind of start again, clear slate. So when we open the hips, it's not unusual for some students to have a release on the mat. That can be through tears, it can be through sweat, right? But know that that's common and okay. If that happens, just let it go. Again, it's not even something you have to name. Just know that the body is releasing what it doesn't need. And so we're just facilitating that. Just continuing to breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to slide my blanket out from under me. I'm going to make, as we begin to make our way out of the pose, draw that left hip to the ground, bring the right leg forward. Seated spinal twist, sits bones root, take the left arm up and turn over the right knee. Right hand back. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. Inhale, unwind, reach the arms up. I like to add a little counter twist to the left, hands to the ground, left side of the mat. Lower my chest down, inhale, lift up. And then we're just going to move right into half pigeon with the right leg forward. So you're going to kind of unwind, bring the right shin to the mat, and kind of adjust accordingly. But again, we're moving into half pigeon in a way that takes the momentum out of it, and the mindfulness in. And again, you may or may not want a blanket or a block underneath that right hip. If it's lifted, mine's a little lifted. So I'm going to lift up, fold forward, and settle in. And I encourage you in these yin poses to linger in the exhale and inhabit the pose a little more fully, recognizing the challenge, the discomfort, but if you have sharpshooting pain, supporting yourself so that you don't have to feel that. So again, maybe with a blanket or a bolster, or just coming out of a deeper version of the pose. Again, the magic, the punctuation mark occurs with the deep breath, not necessarily the postures. So as long as you're breathing, you're doing good work. Inhale, begin to make your way out of the pose, lifting the heart up. Bringing the right hip to the ground, left leg travels forward, wraps around the right, seated spinal twist, left arm up. Actually, right arm up. Sounds like that didn't feel right. Turn to the left. Yeah, give your left knee a squeeze, left hand is back. Inhale, unwind. Counter to the right, palms down, bend the elbows. And then inhale, lift your chest up. Gently unwind. Bring your sits bones and your spine to the ground. Draw your knees towards your chest. Rock a little left and right here on the low back. Bring your feet to the mat. Just an easy bridge pose, lifting the hips up, the torso, the heart. And lowering the spine down. Come into your final rest. We'll stay here for about a minute. I encourage you to stay longer if you can. Begin to deepen the breath. Softly draw the knees back towards the chest. Rest on your favorite side. Leave on the mat what you don't need to take with you into your day. And then press yourself up to an easy seat. Together, breathing in and out. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.